All right, guys, welcome back to the Unfiltered Podcast. It's the day show. It's gonna be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby, how y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday? Tonight we're
Shout out to Ethan, by the way, man.
What he said?
He's already in the chat.
Yo, shout out to
What
Ethan.
up, Ethan?
Tonight we're joined with the day show for all the hosts. Before we get in the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live, guys. Guys, make sure you join the locals. In the locals, you get all see all the behind the scenes footage from the podcast and from the yacht parties, and you get to see all the drama, the fighting that I know y'all want to see. That's in the locals, guys. I literally already set up the videos that I want to put on the locals. Trust me, it's very, very juicy. So make sure you pop into the locals. Guys, also become a YouTube member. To do that, you need to go to our YouTube channel on YouTube. Click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier give you the best perks possible. That means top percentage on merch. You also get the members Instagram chat, and you get our personal number to do business with us, guys.
Yeah, shout out to the merch gang, man. Guys, I am rocking some merch right now. We actually are going to be working on the website this week to get it out for you guys. So stay tuned. Also, Discord gang. I'm in the Discord now as Unfiltered King. And so I am there. I'll be engaging with you guys. We have a special guest this Saturday, which I put in the Discord. And we're going to put the new link in the description for the Discord today so you guys can join.
Yeah. Also, man, shout out to you that the white looks really good on you, bro.
Thank you, man. It brings out my skin tone.
Okay, cool. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to Ali. He's been a member now for 4 months. Shout out to you, bro. We appreciate the support. That's actually one thing that I wanted to touch on. All the members, man, we appreciate you guys so much. Shout out to Repo. He's on here spamming the chat already. If you guys are members, man, we appreciate that shit, bro. All the support that you guys give us, it means a lot. Basil's actually taking care of locals. He will be posting a lot more on there. Shout out to Pinso. He's been keeping us
check, yeah.
and check with the
Tapiso, you asked for some yacht videos, and I did hook you up with some vibe videos.
yeah.
I already have like the post scheduled and everything. I know what I got to do. So
Also,
Yeah.
guys, we do have drone footage of the yachts too. That
Yeah.
I'll send over to Basil. I have some drone footage. So yeah, we got some kick-ass footage for you guys, man. A
That'd
lot
be
of
sick.
stuff that Basil probably didn't even know I had. So we got a bunch of videos.
And Basil will post daily on locals. So you guys the ones that are already subscribed on there, just know that we'll be putting all the behind the scenes stuff that doesn't get seen on air, the stuff we do at the yacht parties when the girls get wild, all that shit will be on locals. So, and then also shout out to you for taking care of the Discord. Discord is huge. Just to build kind of like a little community there. It's really big for us to do that. So shout out to you for taking care of that. And shout out to Repo too, man. Repo's been doing a really good job of doing that as well. Shout out to Dom. Dom's always, hooking us up too behind the scenes. He does a lot of hard work. So guys, today we want to touch on a few trending videos. We'll play them with you guys, and then we'll wait for you guys to kind of creep in here. So we can talk to you guys about your reactions. You got them pulled up already, Curtis?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the first one. Go ahead.
So the first one is modern women want men that they can control. So we'll run through that one really quick.
I've always been the breadwinner in my relationships, and I realize now that I'm older and I looked at my dating patterns that I always pick the guy who don't have the most money because I like to control the situation.
I said that.
I like to be able to
times.
leave when I want to leave. I like to be able to do what I want to do when I
Fair use.
Okay.
want to do it.
Red
I'm
flag.
attracted to alpha males, but alpha males, they're attracted to me initially physically, but once they figure out we're both like this, they're like, oh no, we can't do this.
Would you consider yourself an alpha woman?
Absolutely. Like
what the fuck?
Okay,
is
hold
alpha
on.
women?
Number one, is there a way to turn that volume up a little bit?
Yeah, I'll get it up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's number one, bro. Number two, so there's a lot of things that woman just said right there. She said, number one, I like to date guys that I out earn because I like to control the situation, which we always say on this show that if a woman out earns you. It doesn't matter how nice she is when you meet her. She's gonna start to become masculine, and she's gonna start. Actually, there's a show on Netflix, and it's called How to Be Rich, and it's a guy that basically goes into like relationships, and he goes into relationships that struggle with money management, and in that show, some women are out earning the man, and the man literally stays at home, and he's like, yo, listen, now that she makes most money, we don't have a joint bank account. When I was making the most money, we had a joint bank account, but now that she makes the most money, we don't have a joint bank account. And not only that, but like she's very masculine. She talks down on me.
Yeah.
I stay home and take care of the kids. She says I do nothing all day. And so it just goes to show you that if you put a woman in that position, she's gonna naturally act masculine. And so when you have women that come on here and they're like, oh no, I can do that and I'll still be submissive and I'll be nice to my partner. I'm like, no, bro, no, you won't. The number two thing I noticed on there, she said that she likes alpha men, and that alpha men are initially attracted to her, but then when they realize that she's kind of alpha as well, that they get turned off, and they're not attracted to you initially because you're an alpha woman. They're attracted to you because they want to fuck.
Correct.
Right.
They want to have sex with you. That's the initial attraction right there. Holy shit, that was loud. That's the initial attraction. There is these men just want to have sex with you, and then once they have sex with you, they're not turned off because you're a bad chick. You're not a badass chick. They're unattracted to you because they already fucked you, and because they already fucked you, you have nothing left for them to want. The last thing I'll point out is that she says she would consider herself an alpha female, and I don't think there's such thing as an alpha female.
Just
I think I don't know what she meant by that. I think there's females that are masculine. I think that they kind of confuse that with being alpha females, but you can't have an alpha man and an alpha female because the alpha man will always be the alpha.
I think one of the worst things that's ever happened to society is that women now can make a bunch of money. Like, I think it's cool if they make a little bit of money, but once they start making a lot of money, or they feel like it's a lot of money, they start acting like little assholes, bro. I mean, this is a perfect example. Females, like, for whatever reason, like you said, when they start making money, they think that they're better than men. They think that they can talk over men, talk down to men, whatever it is. I mean, if you could make money as a female and not be a little shithead, then it'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that females make money, but the fact that they're making money and they're talking like this is crazy. I'll say this: there has to be a masculine in the relationship. There can't be two masculines. There can't be two leaders. There can't be two alphas. So that's why she's single, because she can't find a guy who's going to submit to her, or if he does, she doesn't respect him.
Yeah.
The example I like to use is like, I'm not going to say everybody cheats, but like a lot of times when the woman's the breadwinner, or she's the one bringing home the bacon, she ends up stepping out on the guy. I said this in a podcast before, because women are okay with it when they're making the money. Then they're like, damn, I got to fuck some other dude. But then when it happens to them and it's the reverse, they have a problem with it. So there's no such thing as an alpha female. She's probably just aggressive, probably super masculine, and no guy either can handle her or really just wants to deal with her at all.
So why do you guys think the women turn masculine when they get into these positions of power?
I think they turn masculine because they think that money defines a man. I think that a big part of a woman acting the way she does when she starts to make more money than man is they like a lot of women now think that's all men are. As soon as I make more money than him, I'm better than him.
Yeah.
And we provide so much more than a fucking wallet, but they think in their brain that that's all we are. Money and a penis. Yeah. But we're far more than that.
Shout out to the chat, man. So usually we have Jules putting up the chats up on the screen. Today Jules isn't doing it, but I see you already in the chat. Amanda, shout out to you. We missed you as well. Ali, shout out to you, bro. Logic, Dom, we appreciate you, bro. Live, love, and pray. Shout out to you as well. Is that live, love, and pray? Is that I forgot who that is, bro. I think I know who it is though. But yeah, back to the conversation, man. I think it's kind of funny when people sit here and shouldn't say people. When women come on here and say that they are able to out earn their man and not switch characters, that's just what happens, bro. It's like if you went to Africa and you joined a tribe and you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna change. I'm still gonna be myself.
Yeah,
bro, you're gonna change. It's just what happens when you go around that type of environment. Now you're hunting with your bare hands. You're killing lions and shit. You know what I mean? Like naturally, you're gonna change who you are. And so I just think it's kind of funny when women come on here and argue that point.
I think those girls that haven't been established yet, they'll take that guy because they'll use that guy. Whatever his resources are, they'll take that. Recently, I was hanging around this girl with Curtis, and she was saying, "I love that my guy plays video games," and I was like, "Are you happy that he is not ambitious and he doesn't have any like potential?" And she was like, "Well, I know he's not at the club cheating on me. Why? But you're sitting here making hella money. You're out earning the guy."
Yeah.
Whereas, you're at some point, you're going to level up to the point you're going to be like, yo, I want to go do this and that.
Yeah.
And you can't take him because he can't afford the trips that you want to go on.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about too. Okay. Yeah. So the problem with that is she's happy that he's at home playing video games right now. Right.
Exactly.
Because when she gets to a certain point, she's going to look back and be like, I'm carrying you and I want to do this now.
Yeah.
You're not there. And so I'm going to go search a guy that can get me to the next level. And so while he's at home playing video games, which is, she's controlling the situation. Essentially, she's like, well, I have peace of mind. He's here playing video games. He's not cheating on me. Eventually, she's going to end up leaving him because of the fact that all he was doing was playing video games.
Exactly.
Yeah. Modern day women, for whatever reason, they're really, really scared of being cheated on. I don't know why. I don't know why it's such a big fucking deal. I get it. Like, no one wants to be cheated on, but like that's like the top things for a lot of them. But like he said, eventually she'll probably get bored of him playing video games all day. She'll probably be the one that ends up cheating on him. That's what's funny. The funny part about that whole thing is that she'll be the one that steps out on him. And then she'll try to rationalize it or make it seem like it's normal because he's now a loser and she's making more money.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, "Oh, you're a lazy bum. All you were doing is sitting home and playing video games while I was, starting a business, et cetera, et cetera."
Yeah.
But you like that, and why are you telling me you like that? You're basically enabling him so you could use him as a sort of manipulation because she's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm fine with it because he pays all the house bills, et cetera, and I get to do his here at his house." Like what?
Yeah, but how does he earn money?
I think he works at this like a 9 to 5.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get you. Okay, so after the 9 to 5, she's happy that he's just playing video games.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, man. Can you put up Tolis his chat?
Yeah.
What is he saying? He's saying, brothers, I see. He says, brothers, I see your videos when you advise us don't go alone. Is he talking about Colombia, Medellin? He said,
yeah. So yeah, guys. In case you don't know, I have a channel where I talk about traveling to Cartagena or Medellin. This is a question that I would speak more on my other channel about, but Tolis is just talking about going to other countries and dealing with women there. Shout out to you, Tolis, man.
So you said don't go alone. What do you mean?
Yeah, so a lot of guys go to these countries like Cartagena, Medellin, DR, whatever it might be.
Yeah,
and they're getting drugged. A lot of guys are getting, having issues with maybe they're going to a strip club or they're dealing with sex working women or whatever it might be, but they're literally drugging them and then stealing everything.
Yeah, bro, that's dumb. I wouldn't even if I went to Brazil or Colombia or anywhere, bro, I'm not gonna go by myself.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna go, and I wouldn't even if I would go down there with like a few guys, bro. I'm not gonna go by myself because it's just dumb, bro. Like you don't know anyone there. You gotta understand too. A lot of these places that you're going to, you are looked at as a walking hit because that you're looked at as an American, and everybody's struggling down there. So if I can get some money out of this guy, even if I have to drug him, rob him, get him beat, it's just a dumb move, bro. I wouldn't go by myself. I would not. And then plus, I wouldn't even be as fun if I went by myself. So
that's what I'm saying. Like the experience, like you can't share it with someone else, like that memory.
Exactly. Anybody that's watching this now on Mentuition, come over to Unfiltered, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, shout out to you guys, man.
Thank
Appreciate
you guys for the
shout out to my boy Tate, man. He's always in here as well. What if I go alone and avoid women? The thing is that women aren't the only problems in these countries, bro.
That's right.
Women are, I would say, majority of the problem, but there's men that would, bro. You gotta understand, like in these countries, people aren't doing shit with their lives. They're literally just like, and I remember because I grew up in El Salvador for a few years.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay.
Yeah, when I was a kid, because I was born in DC, but then from the ages of 0 to 7, I grew up over there.
Okay.
And I remember like the way that people spend their time over there, their days is you wake up, you eat, and a lot of times you're just looking for something to do. Because there's really like, well, at least back then, shit, that was a long time ago, but the economy was, it isn't what it is here in the United States where you could go work 3 jobs. Like sometimes people don't even have jobs over there. So yeah, bro, I wouldn't recommend you going over there by yourself. And then what does that one say right there? Modern women live in a perpetual state of fear when it comes to the opposite gender. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Facts.
And shout out to you, man, because you've been here from the start too. We appreciate that. Much love to you. But yes, I will. And that's another thing. That's a really good point. You ever notice that these masculine women, like for instance, the women we were talking about earlier, the ones that out earn their husbands.
Mhm.
Well, guess what happens if someone breaks into that house and
man's gotta take care of it.
has a gun or a baseball bat or something? Even though she's out earning that guy, guess who's expected to stand up and
Still the
defend?
man.
We are
Yeah.
every single time.
So, there's a saying that whenever there's like a big, catastrophe or some natural like hurricane or tsunami or some earthquake happens, all of a sudden women turn back to their natural roles, which is
Right. And that's why you don't listen to what women say. You just kind of act as a man and act off your instinct, because knowing that if a asteroid were going to hit the earth or there was a war that broke out that we would have to take charge, that's why I don't listen to them.
Yeah.
That, like, if you just kind of have that mindset, like, I'm not going to listen to what you say, bitch, because I know that at the end of the day, you're going to jump and hide under me when something happens, even if there's a mouse in the room, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm going to be the one that has to do it. So
Agreed.
I'm not going to let you run this relationship. You're
Mhm.
not an alpha female.
Yeah. Don't listen to what women say, listen to what they do.
There you go.
Okay.
Yo, and the reason it's like that, and I feel like it's only in America, is we're in good times. In other countries, their economy isn't as good as ours. They have to play that role. They have to play the gender roles. The mother has to stay home. They have to do that, and the guy is going to go to work.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. I want, like, I'm not going to say that, in general, but I don't mind my girl being poor.
Mhm.
I don't mind picking up a girl from El Salvador or Venezuela or whatever it is. I'm happy she's poor because she's not going to hold money over my head.
Mhm.
Correct.
If a woman could make money and not be an asshole, I'm good. But a lot of women, as soon as they start making money, they turn into assholes. I don't know what it is. So I'll take a poor chick from El Salvador or Venezuela in a second. And I don't even care if she loves me or like it's a Disney fairy tale. I just want her to not cheat, be a good woman, right? There's roles and duties. And I'd rather the love come later and her actually realize, like, yo, he's a breadwinner. I'm just going to do what he says.
Yeah.
And give him
Yeah, but that's another thing too,
They
is
won't do
that even if you have women like that here in the US, if you were the breadwinner, the women here in the US are also, bro, they're on Instagram while you're at work.
Yeah.
They're on Tinder, they're on Snapchat. So even if you are the provider, they're already looking for ways to upgrade. Now, if you're in El Salvador and you're the breadwinner, that woman most likely isn't on Instagram or Tinder or Snapchat. So she's not looking to upgrade. She's looking to stay here. She's looking to stay put. She's looking to build with you. Essentially, she's just trusting you to get you guys wherever you're gonna go. But the women here in the US, it's like, bro, you go to work, you got to worry about your girl, sending someone a DM or texting someone behind your back and then deleting the message. And a lot of these girls know how to do this shit more than guys. Like, I've had a girl teach me how to look up deleted messages, and I'm like, bro, I didn't even know you could fucking do this shit. Like, so if they know how to do this shit, then that means they also know how to fucking go around shit, right? So
For sure.
Yeah, I would just say, the women here in the US, it's really hard to build with them because a lot of times they're entitled as well. Like, something that we may not do, there's dudes out there that will do it. Right. So, like, let's say, I didn't want to go watch the Barbie movie. Let's say me and my girl break up over that. Well, there's a hella ton of dudes out there that will go watch that Barbie movie with her. And so then it almost seems like, well, maybe this guy wasn't worth it because he didn't go see the Barbie movie with me. But in reality, that guy maybe just wanted to do some other things with his time. Maybe he wanted to work more. Maybe, like, because guys are willing to give you certain things as a woman, you shouldn't think that that's the best guy for you. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these guys will give you money because that's all they can give.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what I'll say is I think a lot of guys, they really don't understand female nature. And I think that's why this podcast like this exists, to really kind of shed light on how women are. You know what I'm saying? We literally have girls here 5 days a week, and you can just see how they act.
Yeah.
you know, we control, and you'll see they'll fall right into place each and every time. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this: if you are a guy that goes overseas, or you're getting a girl that's not from here, or whatever, maybe she just moved to the United States, or she's from Colombia, whatever it is, don't bring her back here. Because if you bring her back here, she's gonna be tainted by, like you said, she's gonna be tainted by all the shit, and she can easily find another guy. It's not that you don't want her to have options, but there's just so many options here. It's so easy as a female. I work at a strip club. Girls are fresh off the boat from Cuba.
Oh man,
and
they're beautiful too.
Yeah, but within 3 or 4 weeks, they're tainted.
Yeah,
they're completely different girls.
Well, why? Because they get attached to the American women.
Exactly.
And the American women are like, "Oh, you're tripping, bro."
Right. Let me show you.
Like, why do you stand for that? Like, he's controlling you. What are you doing? That's exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to the chat, man. We see you guys already in here. Jackal says, "Shout out to you, man. Make
Young
sure
hustlers."
Yeah. Shout out to Young Hustlers, man. If you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe. Listen, man, join the members. It's $4.99 for the lowest tiers. We'll add you guys to the chats. There's private chats where only members are allowed to be in there. We give you guys a whole bunch of stuff on there as well. So make sure you guys join them. It's super easy, guys. You can literally do it off your phone. I just recently learned that. So go to Safari, join as a member. It doesn't take but maybe 2-3 minutes. Okay. Jack says these modern women, put it up on the screen, bro. These modern women are more possessive than men. Yeah, I would agree with that. You can read them, bro, because it's kind of far from me. So if you want to read them, that's cool. Go ahead.
Jackal. It's not even working with girls, just regular bars and parties, and they target you.
Yeah, I mean, I agree 100%. What's Aline saying?
Aline, I miss you guys. I rewatch your older videos all the time. Keep it up. You guys speak facts.
Thank you so much, Aline. Much love, man. Make sure you become a member too, man. I'd like to see you a member. Go ahead, bro. Any other ones?
Yep. We got Clan Siege. Will you throw hands with Fresh or Myron if you see them on the street?
Yeah, man. To be honest, bro, like I don't understand why. I get it, actually. To be honest, one of our first videos was talking about them. But yeah, if I'm being honest, the next time I see Myron, I'm just gonna put him to the side and talk. And this is for a whole bunch of reasons. So, what's another one?
We got Pride of the South Side. Passport Bros up.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro. I've never seen you before.
Shout out to the Passport Bros.
Make sure you go ahead and subscribe, brother. Much love to you, bro. Let's get to the other video. You got it pulled up already?
Yep.
Okay, let's get to the other video.
All right.
Chat, let me know what you guys think about this video. Hopefully the sound works good on this one. Go ahead.
Now, with this video, it's speaking from the hardest red pill to swallow. And as you can see, we have Justin Waller speaking.
Okay.
And ethics come long before you actually need them. So if that guy was taking care of his business, he would have been in enough abundance to tell that woman to kick rocks. So much so that he would have easily traded out the sex for how proud he was of the honor that he showed to his friend. And many men cannot do that. And many friendships get wrecked over a divorce or a breakup that ends up with some guy fucking his buddy over. He's been friends with him for 20 years because he doesn't work hard enough on himself to have women of his own. And so, no, I don't trust a man that doesn't get women.
Fair use, fair use.
And I certainly don't trust a man that doesn't have money, because it will come up and he will fuck you. Not because he's a bad man, because he's a desperate man.
Okay. I at first I didn't understand what he was talking about, but then as he got to it, I completely agree with him.
Have any of you guys been around guys who don't get girls? You could just tell they're kind of or maybe they're broke and they may F you over, like if girls come in the picture. Have you guys ever had that happen to you?
Go ahead.
So when I was younger, not now, definitely not now, because my circle's so small anyways. But when I was younger and I was in school, I remember having those guys that didn't necessarily get girls, and the way that they would make up for it was just being completely funny and
they try to be comedians,
just being super friendly, and it's like you can tell like their whole characteristics would change when girls got around. And at the time, I didn't really see anything wrong with it because, I think everybody to an extent, especially when you're that young, when girls come around, you're going to act differently. But I can definitely see it now. Now I don't have that problem. As a matter of fact, all the guys around me probably get more girls than me. So I don't have that problem. But when it comes to money, that's also a good point, is that sometimes it's not about that person being a bad person. Sometimes that person may be a desperate person, like he just said. And the fact that he's desperate, god damn, that's just so loud, bro. And the fact that person is desperate could cause them to do something that they wouldn't normally do. The thing is that for me, I've always said that no matter what situation you're in, I think honor is literally like the best thing that you can hold to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, even if you like, even if you're on a date with a girl and you're gonna fight 3 dudes and you know you're gonna get your ass beat or some shit, like I'm really big on honor. Like, I think honor is like the number one thing for a guy. For a woman, it's the opposite. For a woman, I don't expect a woman to have honor and to fight 3 women. You know what I mean? But I do expect her to honor herself in other ways. So yeah, that's just my point right there on that.
I personally, I haven't had a guy friend that would talk shit or anything, or like be one of those weird guys that doesn't get girls. But I've seen guys around me, maybe, you know, at a party or something, and he's around my group and he can't get girls. And it's a funny thing Eric said, they'll act like comedians, but what they'll do, they'll talk shit. Like, they'll like be like, oh, look at this dumbass guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somehow they'll talk shit about you in front of the girl trying to put you down. And I was just look at them like, what is this for? Like, to make her laugh, so I guess you get more attention from her, et cetera, et cetera. I'm like, bro, it's just another girl. There's 100 girls in the world. Like, if you got girls, like Jay Wallers is saying, bro, you're not worried about this one random girl. Like, bro, you'll get another one tomorrow or the day after, or a week after. The money issue, again, I see what he's saying about that. People can take advantage of you. And again, it might not because they're bad people. Sometimes it could be, but like he said, it's desperation, and they'll do whatever if they have to survive, because they're thinking about themselves in that moment. So yeah, I wouldn't surround myself around those people either. Like I do now. It's 30-year-old plus, like, you're established, like, you have money. Because why would I hang around the group that doesn't have money and they're trying to get to this certain level?
Right. I mean, some of the most angry men I've ever met in my life have been guys who were broke. So a lot of the guys that I meet, I try to stay around guys who have money, because I know the guys that are broke may either try to steal something, or maybe they'll try to leech or latch on to what you're doing, but they don't actually add any value. Guys who don't get girls are a problem as well. I've been in circles. I'm a DJ, so I've been out and I've seen guys who don't get girls, who are basically like, they're cock blocking. Literally, they'll cock block other guys, and it's the worst things. I've had guys who I considered friends. You know, if we get into a group of girls, they switch up. You know, that's one, like, I call it bro code. Like, if I'm around you guys and there's a couple girls here, I'm not gonna rag on him too much. I'm not gonna rag on Eric. I'm not gonna say anything that's like trying to make you look stupid. I know guys that'll purposely, as soon as the girls come around, try to like. Yeah, say little shit about you.
That's what I was saying.
I know dudes that would fight over that. If you make fun of me in front of girls, it's on. Popping. Because that's like the ultimate disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we're all men and talking shit, that's one thing. But when you try to like really try to make me look stupid, like really make me look stupid in front of girls, that's a problem.
I see what you're saying, and I kind of do the opposite. Like, if I'm comedic or some shit, I'll be like, no shit, but you're rich as fuck, so like, it doesn't matter to you. You know what I mean? I'll try to up the guy while I'm talking shit in front of the girls, because you'd be like, yo, you're rich as fuck. It doesn't matter. They'd be like, oh shit, he has money. You know what I'm saying? She gets like a attraction level to you.
Yeah, we joke around during the pod because that's what we do on the show. But like, I'm talking like we're out really trying to pick up girls. I'm not doing nobody.
That. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm laying up guys. I'm gonna be the first guy to be like, yo, like, fuck on my boy.
Exactly.
We talk shit on a group chat. Okay, cool. Shout out to my boy, who's that, Tap? He's been a member for 3 months, man. Shout out to you, man. What up, Tap? God damn, can we turn that down a little bit? That shit
Curtis, go to the bottom right, open volume mixer, and turn the stream deck just down. So you
just
keep the volume up, but
shout out to my boy Tap, though, man. Always supporting Tap. We appreciate all the hard work that you do, bro. Much love. Let me see. Any other super chats? Go ahead.
We got Zachary. Hey, I really was thinking to make a relationship with a girl I love so much. When I saw your videos about the danger of being a passport bros, I changed my mind.
That's super gay.
Yeah, no,
I'm just kidding.
That is pretty gay.
Now go ahead, bro. So what is he talking about right
put
there?
that back up. Because I need to. You took that down.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna love so much. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think.
Wait, hold on. What are the dangers of being a passport bros? Oh, you're talking about like going by yourself.
Going by yourself.
Okay, cool. No,
guys are getting drugged.
I'm pro passport bros. Like I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So I've been putting out some videos recently on Mentuition about passport bros, and I think it's another question. Look, bro, you don't want to go over there and fall in love with a lot of the girls there, especially some of the girls.
Hold up, pause. Who you going to Brazil with?
My best friend, Al, that you guys met.
Okay.
He's
okay. Yeah. I was about to say, if you're going by yourself.
Nah. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna be going to Brazil soon. So yeah.
But yo, hold on. First of all, I've never been to Brazil, but I have friends that have been.
Okay.
And number one thing they tell me is it's fun. For
That's what I
guys,
hear.
it's fun because you're going down there to have fun.
Yeah.
And the women down there want to have fun.
That's what I hear.
If you know what I'm talking about.
That's what I hear.
And if you're American, they're gonna have fun with you. You know what I mean? The thing is, it's also a slippery slope because those women are also very desperate. And so, whatever they can do to tie you up or, definitely strap up, don't have like large amount of monies on you, be mindful of where you're taking a woman. Hopefully it's like somewhere secure, like a secure hotel or some shit like that. But just in general, because it's still Brazil. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's still Brazil. But yeah, I've heard nothing but good stuff from my boys that went down. My boys went down there in a group of like 8 though.
Damn.
Like they go down there together.
Yeah.
And so what's gonna happen? Like we're all close together. Like
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna rob me. My boys next door. You know what I
The
mean?
chances of robbing 8 people is slim to none. I'm going down there with 2 other buddies. But yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. But yeah, don't fall in love, bro. Don't fall in love with those girls, bro. They're for the streets, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would say too. Is like the women in Brazil or Colombia or any of these countries, Dominican Republic, bro, don't go down there with the intentions of meeting the love of your life. That's not a good way to go down there. I would say go down there to have fun. If you happen to meet someone, because there are good people down there, then it just happens. But a lot of these people, it's like if I don't know, because for men we work differently, but it's like if we were women and a rich billionaire walked in here, like just logically, I think most women would start to think, well, how can I make myself appealing to this guy?
Yeah,
because he's a good catch. For men, it doesn't work like that. Like a billionaire could walk in here, Oprah Winfrey could walk in here, and none of us would be thinking about how can I land this chick. We don't care about that. So shout out to you though, especially if you're giving men that type of advice on your channel, man. Shout out to you. Tapiso says Brazil it is. Repo says I ain't living like that. Tap. Not sure what they're talking about here. You want to get to the next video, bro?
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
All right, this one's got Andrew Tate in it.
Walked away from women I loved with all my heart, and women I missed for months, but I never fucking told them, and I never texted them, was a man about it. And I missed her ass badly. If she's not gonna be the woman you need her to be, she has to fucking go. You just have to be a man about it and not be a fucking punk. I have walked away from.
Damn, bro.
Hold up. I didn't even get to see like the
hold up,
it was
bro.
kind of cut
Can
off.
you do me a favor? Can you replay that, bro?
Yep.
Let's replay that.
It was kind of cut off at the beginning.
That's a good video.
Women I loved with all my heart, and women I missed for months, but I never fucking told them, and I never texted them, was a man about it. And I missed her ass badly. If she's not gonna be the woman you need her to be, she has to fucking go. You just have to be a man about it and not be a fucking punk. I have walked away from.
Fair use.
Okay. First of all, that's a good clip. That's a real good clip.
Hell yeah.
Because bro. Okay, I'll go first. So as a man, when you invest into a woman, you give your time to a woman, and you start to, have feelings for this girl, you become vulnerable to her. When you're losing a woman, that is hard for a man because you don't just do that with any woman, right? Which is why we always have the argument with women where we're like men and women are different when we cheat because I can just fuck that chick. She meant nothing to me. But women get emotionally invested. Now, when a guy gets emotionally invested, it's tough because we understand we don't do that normally. And it's like now all these things that I invested into you, they're gone. Right. And so that's the reason why it's tough. But what he's saying in that video is I've missed women before.
Yep.
I've suffered in silence. I didn't tell them. I could have very easily hit them up and said, I miss you. I love you. Come back. But if that woman's not going to be who you need her to be, she's got to go. She's got to go, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much time you spent on her or how much money or what your plans were. It doesn't matter how much you loved her or, anything, bro. It does not matter. What matters is that woman going to be what I need her to be in order for me to be successful. And if she's not, it doesn't matter. She has to go, bro.
Yeah.
She has to go.
Definitely.
It's like if you had cancer and they had to cut your leg off to save your life.
Right.
What are you going to do? Be like, I love my leg. I've been with my leg my whole life. This leg's gotten me through some shit. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You're going to be like, bro, in order for me to survive and make it, it's gotta go, bro. You gotta amputate this shit.
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah. My ex, man, I loved my ex a lot. You know, she was a beautiful girl, but it's the same scenario. She just wasn't on my page. And it hurt me. I wanted to hit her. I broke up with her. And
hold on, real quick. Hold on. My boy Tab says Twitter has all the best Andrew Tate clips. By the way, shout out to Pinso, man.
Thank you,
with the $19 super chat, man. Appreciate you so much, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. So you said you loved her. She was a good woman.
Love my girl. She wasn't really a great woman when it kind of was all said and done. But I really did love her. I wanted to hit her up afterwards. Kind of what he was saying, like. But I
did you hit her up? You never hit her up?
Nah, never did. I think the biggest thing for guys is when you break up with a girl, especially if she's just not getting on your page, is silence, not hitting her up again. If she would have hit me back, I don't even know if I'd have took her back as time went on. Nah, but if she'd have did it a little sooner, maybe. But after that first like month, 2, 3, I was done on it. But I really, a couple times, man, I was looking at my phone. It's hard, guys. Yeah. It's difficult.
Was there a reason? Was it like you broke up with her?
What's the reason? There's a bunch, but I'll just say she was definitely cheating on me. Not physically, but like, you know, on Tinder, looking for guys.
That's cheating.
Definitely. And she just wasn't really listening, man. She just wasn't really on my page. I had to let her go.
The Tinder shit's already,
exactly.
That's enough.
But a lot of
the attention was there.
I want to be very clear though. Like a lot of females think that them, maybe not Tinder, but them giving out their number, them having a work boyfriend, if they don't get penetrated, they feel like, oh, I didn't cheat. But that's cheating. Yeah. So a lot of guys are getting played nowadays because they think that you know, she might just be a number giver. I talked about this before. Like, I'll just give it. No. But remember, guys, every single time that happens, that's the entry point to get to your girl. You don't want no open doors. Don't open no windows. Keep that fucking house shut.
I say that all the time.
Play games, man.
I say that all the time. Protect the castle, bro.
Yep.
Protect the castle. You don't let someone in through the side door. You don't let someone into the castle through the side door. Another thing is a lot of girls think that giving away their Instagram isn't bad, but Instagram is worse than giving your number out, in my opinion, because a lot of girls, what they'll do is they'll post their everything, everything they're doing on the story.
Yep.
Everywhere you're going, you went to juice bar. A lot of times they'll post pictures with their location on it. That guy can see you every day now, and he can message you. And he can call you. Like, he can do everything on Instagram, bro. Instagram is worse than giving out your number. A lot of girls don't really even answer their texts or phone calls because you have to find them on Instagram.
That's facts. Facts.
Shout out to my boy Tate. Yo, also listen, man, real quick. Can we put up the link for people to donate through Streamlabs? Just so you know, because YouTube takes 30%, guys, of everything you guys donate. So if you guys are gonna donate, we'd appreciate if you guys donated through Streamlabs. They only take 3%. Everything that you guys give us, man, goes right back into the studio, and everything for the studio. So we appreciate that so much. But yeah, anyways, back to that, bro.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick. When y'all were, becoming more successful, did y'all have a girl with you, or were you single?
I was single.
I was single at the time that I started become. I mean, when I met my last girl, I was already successful.
You are established.
Yeah, but before that, I was single for at least like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah,
you were single.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, when I became my best self at that time, I was single. But what about you? Same thing with you, right? How long was I single? A year and a half.
Before you became like
when I would say in that because my last relationship was 12 years. So there was no like real time to be single in that time. You know what I mean? That was like a real full-blown relationship. And then after that, a year and a half. And that's when I really was like, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to follow this. I'm going to plan my roots here. I'm going to invest all my money into this rather than focus on like the family trips and the trips to Hawaii and all this shit that we had planned.
Yeah.
Because I understood I'm going to do something for myself now, like for myself.
Okay.
So I think that you can be successful with a woman, but it has to be the right woman.
Okay. The reason I asked that is because I was about to say, would it be better when you're trying to like build something to be with a girl or without a girl? Because I know when I started making at least 10K a month, I was with I was single, but I had also my mom. I was living with my mom, and she cooked for me and she cleaned. So You know
So-
what
so
I'm
that's a
saying?
good-
I had more time to put into like what I was trying to create.
For me, bro, I think it's better. For me, it was better without a girl because
Okay.
as soon as I got a girl, I started to get lazier.
Yeah.
I started to.
Okay.
I'm smashing in the morning and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like I'm tired. So, I mean, if it was a relationship where like I saw her maybe once or twice a week, it would have been cool. But let's be honest, most
Yeah.
women are gonna want to see you every day, and they're just needy, bro. So I
No,
was
but
happy.
it's not that. It's not just that. It's that. Let's say you do have a relationship where you're only seeing a girl 2 times a day, 2 times a week. Now you're focusing most of your time towards work, and yes, okay, every now and then, because we all need, bro. We're social creatures. We're gonna need company. You can't sit here and tell me you can go a whole 3 years without at least having a girl come over. Like
Yeah.
it's
not.
close to impossible. Now there's people that do it.
But
But
I don't think that's their choice though.
I'm telling you, like I have a hard time doing that. So what I'm saying is, even if you're dating a girl you only see twice a week, cool. But now in the back of my head, I'm like, someone's giving her the attention when I'm not. I may be her first choice. I might be the guy she really wants to be with, right? But someone's giving her that attention on the other 5 days. Someone's feeling that attention. And the thing about Americanized women is that they won't tell you they're doing it. They'll just do it because they're trying to see if someone will beat you long term, right? Like maybe they find another guy that's better than you in their opinion, but they won't tell you I've had full-blown conversations with this. You go on a girl's Instagram and it'll tell you everything you need to go. Her DMs will tell you everything you need to know. Her text messages will tell you everything. And this is why some girls will delete shit when they go, like if you had her code, a lot of girls will delete dudes or block them and then unblock them when they leave your house.
Of course,
It's just a lot of shit that girls do that I would rather it now just be like, cool, you know what? I'm gonna see you, but I'm not exclusive to you. Because it's almost like when you're dating a girl like that, if you're gonna be a hoe, then at least let me know you're gonna be a hoe. That way I know how to treat you.
Right. No, I mean, I agree with you. I think realistically, no girl is gonna just wait around for a guy. She's gonna get attention elsewhere. And for me, when I was on my come up, I was just having fun, especially when I first moved down here to Miami. I was like, look, I was like a kid in college, freshman. Like, I'm just like, I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, women aren't gonna tell you what they're doing. You just have to move, in a certain way. I was lucky enough to have, 3 different forms of income. And then once I got on, any girl that gets me now is lucky at this point. So I'm happy I didn't have a girl. Girls are distractions, period, point blank.
Yeah, and I like what you said about like when you have a girl, you get a little bit lazier. It's not that you want to get lazy, but it's like having a woman around, it feels good. And it may just be something as quick as like, oh, let's fuck before I head out of here. And that fucking session could be an hour. And now your whole energy's drained. You're in bed laying down, catching your breath. Then you got to get up and shower. So
I've missed flights smashing girls.
Flights?
I've missed flights.
yeah,
No doubt.
You're a G.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So girls, they'll get you. Like you think that it, like it's only gonna be this amount of time, and then it's longer. It's just how it is. I've missed flights.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Shout out to the chat, man. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we got Josh Irepo. He put the Discord channel down in there, and he put the link in the description for you guys.
Okay,
appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, make sure you guys join the Discord, man. That'd be really cool to see you guys in there. Like we said earlier, Steve's actually handling the Discord, man. So a lot of stuff is going on in there. Go ahead and make sure you join, become members if you haven't already. Okay, cool. We have another video, I think. One more. Okay.
Yeah, this one is actually explaining what's going on out in Hawaii with the Maui wildfires.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I barely know anything about this. They're not really putting it out there on social media.
Yeah, they're kind of hiding.
I didn't even know about it.
Because
Really,
it doesn't help their agenda. So
Yeah.
why would they?
Yeah.
Island of Maui. Strong winds from a hurricane far offshore have helped fuel the fast-moving blazes. But there could be another culprit behind Hawaii's wildfires. Grass. Specifically, guinea grass. In the mid-1800s, non-native Hawaiians brought it to the islands to feed their cattle. And in the decades since, it's taken over, especially in abandoned sugar plantations like this one. After rainfall, guinea grass grows incredibly fast. The plant can grow as quickly as 6 inches per day and ultimately reach a height of 10 feet. And during droughts, the dry stalks turn it into fuel for what has become one of the deadliest wildfires in Hawaii's history.
Fair use.
Okay, so
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, are there fatalities?
Yeah,
Yes,
there
yes,
was. It's
yes,
going up
yeah,
over 100
definitely.
currently
So
right
the
now.
fire's spreading and people's like like dying like in their houses or something? Like
Yeah.
how is it killing people?
I don't know how they're dying.
Well,
but
see,
I know people
there's
dying.
I feel like fires are fast, but not as fast to like for you to just
Yeah.
Okay, so no, bro, fires are fast, bro. What are you talking about?
But I mean, like, if this caught fire, I think I would see some smoke.
No,
trying to get
but
out.
you're talking about the difference between like this catching fire, like this studio, and grass.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Grass is like it's just catching fire, bro. You know what I mean? It's grass, especially that long of a grass. What I would say is I recently someone just said Brunette's just Hawaiian government plan is and I'm so fucking
Yep. Shout out Brunette.
shout out to Brunette,
She's
bro.
dropping some gems. She said,
And the reason why I was like, that's why I hesitated when the video was over is because I saw this video where this guy was saying that they've been trying to like do something to the land there, but the people were obviously living there, so they couldn't just like kick people out. And so the government passed this bill that essentially said you can't like sell land or buy land there unless there's a natural disaster. So literally they just passed this bill. Like this, like you can look it up. This bill was just recently passed.
damn.
And the one exception on there was unless there's a natural disaster, which is exactly what's happening.
Right.
What are the fucking odds, right? And if I'm not mistaken, there's a whole bunch of billionaires that are buying land in Hawaii right now. And so when you really look at it, bro, you know, you can call me a conspiracy theorist or whatever you want, but when you really look at it, like the people at the top are just playing with this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Like, okay, I'm gonna burn all this shit, and once it's burned, I'll sell it. And okay, cool. I can't sell it because there's people living on there. Cool. Let me just kill all those. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy when you really sit there and think about it. Could you do me a favor and read Brunette's
Yep. Brunette, she
chat?
says the Hawaiian government planned this. They couldn't get locals to leave land for investors. Now it's burnt and making way for smart cities, quote unquote. Oprah got busted trying to capitalize on the damage.
Okay, yeah, okay. So shout out to Brunette, bro.
Yep,
it's like we're on the
exactly what you
same
said.
page, bro.
Yeah,
got
if you guys
And
are,
by the way, I said that before Brunette, but before I even read Brunette's chat.
yeah,
So
if you guys don't think that the government has a hand in this, I think you're mistaken. I think you guys always have to pay attention to land, even when this whole COVID thing happened. Like basically, a lot of people lost land, a lot of people lost their jobs, a lot of companies went out of business. A lot of things are planned, guys, so that the government can kind of take over. So I'm not surprised that this is happening. It's sad to see that there's like fatalities from it. But yeah, they're gonna get that land. They're gonna do whatever. Land, guys, land is like aggressive. Like if they're trying to move a certain group of people out of a part of Miami, let's say,
yeah,
they're gonna start like hitting them with tickets or like change the laws. The laws will always get changed. This is why laws are very like iffy, because they're only a certain amount of people follow them, and then they tweak them so they can take things from you.
And I like that you said that, because that's a really good point. They said rent is the new racism, because that's how they get people out of communities, right?
Just raise that shit.
They just raise the rent price
and make some little fine if you don't cut your grass or your bricks are this way. Eventually, you don't have enough money to pay it.
Think about it right now. The average rent in Miami, like Brickell and like Bayside and all these Miami Beach, I would say it's like 4 or 5K. That's just rent, bro. That's just
crazy.
rent. So and then if you were living like in the top buildings like we were, shit, it's even more. You know what I mean? You're talking about like close to 10K a fucking month, bro. Maybe even more, especially if you're in the penthouses. So that's how they essentially what they're saying is most minorities don't make enough money to pay 10K a month for rent alone. So that's the way that they're kind of moving things nowadays. But any other ones, bro? Brunette has a big one right there.
Yeah, she's got another one. That's happened in California all the time.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris took funds from wildfire relief here and anywhere that was burnt. New luxury apartments are being built. And it's all over California. It's pushing people out. Yeah.
So California, a few months ago, fires all day long, every day. It's
the same thing with gentrification, where they just made the new Golden State Warriors, the Oracle Arena. They made it, and then everything around that in Oakland just went up. The price shot up real quick, and then guess what happens? The rich people move in. And the same thing, before you even watched the video, I said they don't want you to know this. Like the agenda doesn't want you to know that this fire is happening. That's why we don't know about it. Because all this deaths are happening. This is American deaths. They're not putting it on social media, et cetera, news outlets or nothing like that.
Yeah. But if Kim Kardashian farted on live or something, like you see that shit all over Instagram. You know what I mean? They decide what they want you guys to see. They decide what they want you guys to know. And, you know, I get Bezos being mad at me all the time for saying this, but his generation is a stupid generation because they don't care to do the research behind things, you know. TikTok also isn't gonna give you guys what you need to see. Like, you have to look all this shit up. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. And I think that was the last video, right?
Oh, we got another
one
video,
more
but
Captain,
Captain actually put in on this one. Shout out Captain Caveman. They're pushing people at a low income housing, as well as I got a cousin that was just recently blamed for burglary of a habitat after living in his low income housing for 9 years just to get him out.
Yeah. This is why when you see like on Instagram where like there was this one property where like they refused to sell and they built a whole community around it.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's because it's like, bro, they're essentially even where we live. Look at all the new shit being built there. And if you go a few blocks down, you're in a fucking hood.
The hood.
The hood.
Yep.
So like we live in a nice area. Beautiful. Really nice. But you go a few blocks down and it's like
totally different.
What the fuck? And I mean, I'm glad that it's like gated and everything, you know, but you can see little by little they're making their way around, bro. They're making their way around. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Anybody else, bro? Any other chats? No more chats?
Well, we got Burnett just came in with one.
Okay.
In my town, they're putting up luxury apartments in high homeless areas. Recently, some rich people complain about the crowds our small businesses bring in.
Yeah, that's another thing too, bro. I'm assuming she's in California.
Yeah, she's in California.
Bro, California, the homeless population over there,
yeah, it's a problem.
It's crazy, bro.
It's a problem.
It's crazy.
Why is it so high up there or over there in California?
I think it has a lot to do with the weather. It's beautiful, like around Venice Beach and all these areas. Like I've never been there, but I'm assuming that you can essentially just fall asleep at the beach and shit. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of hippies around there too.
Yeah, and also just the high rent. It's just extremely expensive to live in San Francisco and some of those places. So there's just a lot of people that are homeless. I mean, picture the person that goes over there that wants to be an actor. You always hear somebody, I'm going to move to LA or I'm going to move to San Fran.
I see.
And it's super expensive. So if something happens to you, and it's not necessarily women that are out on the street, but what I'm saying is like a lot of people move there and they don't realize how hard it is to live there and how expensive the rent is there.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of different factors of why there's a lot of homelessness over there. But yeah, California is effed up in so many different ways, bro.
But it's always been like that. Like back in the day too. Like I remember I was watching a show on what's his name? Logan Paul, or whatever his name is, and he was talking about how he moved to California, and back in the day, all the YouTubers used to live like under one house. And like back then, people would collab with each other. Nowadays, forget it. No one's trying to collab on anything on YouTube now. But back then, when YouTube was kind of like started, when it was getting started, YouTubers would all like live under the same house and just collab. They had to live like that in order to afford it. Like California was always expensive. California has never been cheap.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Always been expensive. In Miami, we might start getting some.
Miami wasn't always expensive, by the way.
No, but since you know the whole thing happened with the virus, now everything's skyrocketed.
Yeah,
you know what
agreed.
I mean?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's get to the last video, and then if we have any chats, we can get to that as well, bro. Go ahead.
All right, but yeah, this last one is DJ Academics. He said man's tried to rizz up Kanye's wife.
So that's Kanye's new girl.
Yo, do me a favor, go down a little bit so I can see the rest of it. Or is that all of it? Yeah. Okay.
And then it sounds like it's loud. Turn it down.
Yeah, that's loud.
Just a little bit.
Wait, that's his girlfriend?
Yeah, that's his new girl after Kim.
Isn't he married or now or something?
I don't know if he's married to her now.
It's so sad that the first thing I'm looking at is her beauty. Like I don't know anything about this shit.
Nice to meet you. You from LA?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I just moved down here and shit, man.
Where are you from?
Chicago.
Nice.
Yeah. You got good eye contact.
You just shopping around?
Yeah. You?
Yes, the same. There's just a pair of shorts I wanted to see.
Yeah. Can I get your number?
I'm married.
Huh? Oh, damn. You're sexy.
Okay. Whoa. He started off with "You're sexy."
You're sexy. Do y'all think that's cheating? what she was doing there?
Okay, I'm gonna let you answer that.
Do I think that was cheating? I think she was very uncomfortable at first.
Yes or no? Was it cheating?
Yeah, I wouldn't want my girl to be
Okay.
talking to
Was
that,
it
yeah.
cheating? Was it cheating? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
sure.
He was carrying the
100%.
conversation. She could have been like, like I'm married at the beginning. Get away from me.
No, that's 100% cheating. Whenever someone comes to you like that, whatever you say after he says you're sexy is gonna let him know everything he needs to know about you. If you say, "Whoa, back up, I'm married," you're setting a standard right there. You're setting a boundary. If you say, "Oh, if you smile," he knows he's in, right?
Yeah.
He knows he can continue. And this is one thing that women don't really pay attention to, right? So they don't understand that when guys come up and flirt, the way you react to that shit is gonna let them know everything that they need to know. Even if you sit there and like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," bro, you let me talk to you for a whole 5 minutes. You having a boyfriend doesn't matter that much, bro.
You just want to see how much value I can add to your life.
And a lot of times too, even I'm not saying that necessarily these girls may want to cheat all the time, but I'm saying that that act in itself is cheating. What I'm saying is a lot of times these girls may just really like the attention.
Right. Guys, your girlfriend might be doing this almost every other day, what you just saw her do, and she will
Never tell you.
and never classify that as cheating.
Why?
And so because she didn't actually give him her number,
Okay.
and she didn't have sex with him, it just went no further than this. But you see her, did you guys look at her like demeanor?
Facial,
She goes, I have a husband, and she starts laughing like I should have told him that earlier, and she's like smiling. So you guys got to watch out for women like this. Like, to me, that's cheating.
Absolutely.
My girl would never do that in front of me, so I know damn well you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. That's a recent video of her. I guess you know how it is too, guys. When you have a girl,
hold on, real quick. She got married to him.
Yeah, I mean that's what I thought.
Maybe recently, I'm not sure.
Hold on, she got married to.
Like
why would you divorce Kim and then get married afterwards? That makes no fucking sense, bro.
Yeah.
They should not let him get married. But I mean, because I'm assuming. I mean, granted, he is a billionaire, but so he has the money to spend. What I'm saying is, he probably had to give that girl a crazy wedding too. For sure.
That's because it was Kim before her.
Yeah,
I mean, he just had to give her.
But think about this. This guy gave her all of that, and she's still sitting here giving attention to another man. You know, and it's like, bro, it's super fucking sad, bro. Super sad. If my girl did that, first of all, like you said, women are gonna do that and they're not gonna tell you. They're not gonna tell you because they love the attention, bro. Attention is currency to women. If you give them attention, they will fuck with you, right? Even if they don't want the attention, they love knowing they can get the attention from you.
Yeah, but what do guys want? What do we want?
In return for the attention?
Girls want attention, and what do men want?
We want the fuck.
Yeah, I want pussy.
Are we getting what we want?
No.
Exactly. So my point is that women are getting what they want while simultaneously having a man, and we're not getting what we want by simultaneously being with them. Here's the thing. Here, I just want to say this real quick. If your girl is doing what that girl's doing, you should most likely dump her.
No, not most likely.
Yeah, dump her. But hold on. The middle ground would be, okay, you went out and you fucking did that. I get to fuck your best friend. They won't let us do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we want multiple bitches. They want one dude and multiple attention.
Of course.
But they're going out and getting what they want. We're the ones taking the L, bro. A lot of dudes are taking L's nowadays because their girls are doing exactly what that girl's doing. Women, they want us to kind of like, don't worry about that. I'm not going to tell them about that. But then when they catch us cheating, it's this big deal.
Yeah.
Imagine your girl doing that every day, giving her number out, all this stuff. She found out you smashed some girl, but she never would bring up that she gave her number out to 15 dudes.
No.
I mean, you said the middle ground is.
I'm serious though.
No, but
I'm being serious.
So why would that be the middle ground though?
The middle ground,
because you know it'll never happen.
I know it will never happen. But what I'm saying is,
saying like
I don't give a shit about a girl complimenting my shoes.
Yeah.
What I want is to smash a girl with no strings attached.
Of course.
A female would never say, okay, I'll post my ass on Instagram. If you let me post and twerk on Instagram and get a bunch of DMs, I'll let you have one girl a month. There's no what I'm trying to explain is there's no middle ground with women.
Okay.
It's either they get it all,
but you wouldn't be
get
cool
nothing.
with that, right? You wouldn't be cool with that.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay,
but I'm saying the fair thing to do.
No. Yeah,
I see what you're saying. And they won't be fair.
No, they'll never do that because it doesn't benefit. Because the way that society is today, they already get to shake their ass on social media.
Exactly.
And they have no consequences. It's kind of like when we sit here and we talk to women and we're like, you don't understand men. You don't think like men. And they're like, oh well, I didn't know you guys thought like that. I'm like, yes, because you
You
never
don't have
had
to.
to. You never had to care about men thinking this way, because nothing in life, like, you won't make more money if you know how men think. You won't, there's nothing positive that happens to women. You're already getting everything that you want.
Exactly.
It's kind of like if you know, if I studied like marine life for some reason, you know, like, there's nothing in my life right now that I would benefit from studying marine life. So therefore I don't have to. I won't do it. But then if I found out that if I studied marine life, I'd actually make like an extra 500K in a few years, I'd study that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But right now they don't feel like they should care about men, bro. No one cares about men. No one gives a fuck about men. These girls don't care about your problems. These girls don't care about your feelings. You know, and it for me, the pet peeve is whenever, like, you're in a relationship and something happens, and it somehow still ends up being like your fault, and a woman somehow still ends up being a victim. Like she fucked up, she cheated on you, she did this, she did that, and it's like she's the victim still, though.
That's how they.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, maybe she cheated because you did something to make her cheat, or you didn't pay attention to her, or you didn't take her out on a date, you didn't get her flowers. So it's still somehow your fault at the end of the day.
Right. And that's bullshit. That's what I'm saying. And more men need to stick up for themselves and get rid of women that are doing that. I had a girl that would cheat on me when she thought I was cheating with another girl. She didn't know for sure.
Yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of times they don't even know if we're with another bitch. They just think we're with one, and then they act on that.
Yeah.
Imagine that. I think he's with a bitch. I'm going to go smash some other dude. That's crazy. So guys got to pay attention to girls like that.
We got to be better.
You got to
we got to be better.
get rid of girls. Just, you know.
It says psychology states that men lie by exaggerating, but women lie by minimizing. Facts. Holy shit, bro. That is a fucking fact.
Yes, sir.
Are there any ones, bro? You want to read them for me? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got Cream. She's saying that it's cheating because she's smiling back.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Because what the smile tells me is, if I wasn't married, I'd give you my number. Right. And I don't care if you didn't give that dude your number. If you gave him the impression that you would have given him your number, it's the same shit to me, bro. Same shit. And
she was entertaining the fuck out of that conversation. Bro. She kept that going.
Yeah, bro. That's horrible. All right, any other ones?
We got Burnett says, I didn't care that was cheating, but I definitely just tasted my lunch again in my mouth.
Then yeah, if you tasted your lunch, then I'm assuming that you're gonna think it's cheating too. Go ahead. Any other ones?
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Snowball. Make sure you subscribe, homie. I haven't seen you here before, man. Welcome to the family. Any other ones? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got Captain. Says these chicks get mad as hell and they find out you banged their best friend.
Yeah. I mean, that's logical though. I could understand that, but
you've done that before, Steve?
Yeah, I feel like he's done that before because he specifically brought that up.
He said that shit so confident.
Snowball says
I've wanted to. I've never done.
Shout out to Snowball, bro. Go ahead.
Yep. Snowball says that's why you should just make them use your phone or put them on your plan.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Shout out to Snowball.
But see, there's another thing too with that one, Snowball, is that if I have to feel like I have to do that, I already don't trust you. You know what I mean? And here's the thing, bro. If you're keeping a girl around because you know she has good qualities, she may be able to cook, clean, you know, she's a good person overall. But if you know that she has tendencies to make stupid decisions, then you're cheating yourself, because in reality, you know that the one thing or the few things that she does bad are things that you really don't want to deal with. So again, like Andrew Tate says, she got to go.
And we got Bradley says Kanye had a secret wedding with his new wife 2 months after him and Kim divorced.
Okay, so he is with that
2
girl.
months.
2 months after, bro.
Is that too soon? What do y'all think?
I think that's too soon, bro.
2 months. He was trying to get back or something.
He definitely has a type, yo. He likes the Amber Rose, short hair, like white chicks.
Yeah, but his type is toxic.
Yeah,
that's his type. You know what I mean? But then you can't sit here, be a billionaire and complain and whine on Twitter about your relationship, you know, your relationships, and then still pick the same people, still pick the same type of girls. It doesn't make any sense. Any other ones, man? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got Cream. She says, I break pockets and come home, and hell no, my man can't cheat.
Cream, you essentially are cheating on your man, though. If we want to keep it G, if you want to keep it G,
what do you mean by I break pockets?
So she
breaks bread with him, like she's the breadwinner.
No. I break pockets means she breaks pockets at work.
Yeah. Like what she does
Oh,
for
yeah,
a
she's
job,
getting
like her
money.
Yeah,
job.
like she's getting money, but
Oh.
she justifies getting money by saying, I come home to my man, I probably share the money with my man, but my man can't cheat. Look, it's tough, man. I'm not gonna get to that, but essentially what you're doing is justifying it. Any other ones? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got Snowball. People don't do anything right now. People should be headed in Hawaii. Not going to happen though.
I think the government officials should suffer consequences, but yeah, I agree with you on that one, Snowball. Shout out to you, bro. Facts, no one cares. That's from Super Sun Taco. Yeah, man, no one cares about men, bro. Nobody gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck, bro. No one. Even men don't, bro. No offense, and I'm not talking shit here for you guys, but like, if something happens to you, let's say you got into a car accident, right? I'm not saying I wouldn't give a fuck necessarily altogether, but bro, you're a man. You were in charge of that car. You were in control of that car. Maybe you weren't paying attention. Whatever happened to you as a man, I'm just gonna be like, bro, I hope you get better, but it's not gonna be something I'm gonna really sit here and break my mind over. Now, if it was a woman,
That's fucked up, Eric. Damn.
no
dog.
offense,
Damn.
no offense, but if it was a woman,
Damn.
there's a part of you as a man that wants to do something to help that woman heal, or it's just what our natural roles are. We want to help. And again, I'm not saying I wouldn't care if you died or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, or let's say I get into a fight, or my boy gets into a fight, and fuck it, he loses, or he looked for that fight. Right now, if he gets snuck, that's different. But like in general, what I'm saying is, that's cool. You lost or you won. Move on with it. You know what I mean? Or let's say my boy got robbed, right? I'm gonna be like, yo, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you got robbed, but what did you do to put yourself in a position to get robbed? No offense. Okay, cool. You got robbed $500. I don't really care. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm glad it happened. Does that make sense? I'm not saying I'm glad it happened. I'm just saying I don't really care, bro. Like, shit happens to men every single day. If we genuinely cared about men, the world would stop. But because men don't really care for men and women don't care for men, that's why men are able to just continue to keep on going and building shit, because who cares, bro? You know what I mean? It's like a double-edged sword. A lot of men are killing themselves because no one cares for men. But a lot of men are being stronger because no one cares for men. So which one do you want to, that's a choice.
Well, here's what I'll say to that. I think that a lot of different podcasts like ours, Unfiltered, what we're doing, it's a coping mechanism for men to come to these channels to be able to voice their opinions, because we don't really have anybody to go to, right? Like, kids have their parents, mom, dad.
Yes.
Women have men, but we don't have, you have God if you believe in God, but like, we don't have some ultra higher being that we can go to as men to get advice from or to be protected from. So what I'll say is, you're right. No one cares about men, but I think the more we have these channels and these conversations, guys can, join our members.
Yes.
They can ask us questions through email. We can set up consultations and help a lot of these men out here. Cause I know, at least with my channel, with my personal channel, Mentuition, a lot of guys are hitting me up. I'm sure guys are going to be hitting up the Unfiltered. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys can become a member, and we'll help you guys. You know what I'm saying? If you have questions, because we're all successful.
That's the one exception, though. That's the one exception, is exactly what you just said. Men typically don't care for men they don't know, right?
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
if you're in a group, if you're in a community, like, which is what we do here, if you're a part of the members, or if you're in a Discord, or if you're in a Instagram member chat, we talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're always checking up on each other, right? So that's the only difference there is. If you're building a small, close-knit community, that's different. But I'm saying in general, most men don't care for men. Now, obviously, here we have a team. We go to yacht parties with the people that fuck with us, the people that support us. We actually interact with them. That's different. But in general, almost no one gives a fuck about it. These men that are killing themselves, the guys that are committing self-deleting, unaliving themselves, they don't have a group of 10 good guys in their circle that care about them. You know what I mean? Like, it usually doesn't happen. Like, sometimes I see like people on TV that like take their own lives, and you'll see people all of a sudden come out and be like, oh, he was a good friend, and he was this, and I talked to him last week. but y'all weren't close. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like that man at the end of the day still felt alone and said, fuck it. Like I'm going dead broke. Everybody's going to judge me. It's better for me to just end it all. So, yeah, you got to be close knit, bro. That's why we tell you guys, subscribe, man, become members. We appreciate you guys so much. We'll talk to you guys, whether it be on Locals, whether it be on Discord, whether it be on Instagram. We actually talk to some of you guys on text. Like I talk to some of you guys on my phone, my personal phone that not everybody has. I got 3 phones over here, bro. So, some of you guys have my actual phones, bro. But yeah, man, any other chats you want to read to before we get out of here?
Yeah, we got Snowball. If a girl doesn't say she's got a boyfriend or husband immediately after being hit on, she's cheating.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to Snowball.
Yeah, and we got Brunette says, all I know is that bitches are too nice.
Too nice.
Yeah, way too nice. Me, I would have made him second guess his life for being creepy and coming on to me. I'm not nice half the time.
Yeah, I love that shit. And that's another thing too, guys. If you have a friendly ass fucking girlfriend, bro, that is a first red fucking sign, bro. If you're even with like your boys, if your girl is too friendly with your boys, red flag, bro. Red flag. Like your girl should be respectful of your boys. Your boy should be respectful of your girl. But there's no reason why like one of our girls should be sitting here hugging any of us, or like playfully like tapping, like, oh my god, you're so funny. You know what I mean? Like none of that shit, bro. Like you get what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that like you just don't do. A friendly woman is a dangerous woman, bro. Any other ones, man? Go ahead.
Yep. We got Snowball. Thanks, guys. Happy to be here and glad y'all are back.
Shout out to you, Snowball.
Shout out, Snowball.
Chat is lit right now.
Yeah, they're popping up.
Chat
right
is
now.
on fire.
Y'all better tune in for the night show.
Yeah, we got a night show, guys.
What does Cream say?
Yeah, Cream. A friend is different from a random girl. When I bring the few friend I do have to my man, looks at the ground and vice versa. When I'm in the studio, I go in my own area and play the game.
Okay. Which studio? She's talking about this studio?
I think when she goes like record or something.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
She says her man looks at the ground.
Yeah, she said like when she brings like a new girl, like a random girl around her man, he looks at the ground and vice versa. Whenever he,
I'm
brings
not going to look. I'm not going to look. I'm looking right at her ass. I don't care.
Look at the ground.
I'm not looking at the ground.
We can both look at her ass together, Creep.
I'm not going to. Well, yeah. I'm not looking at the ground. Looking at the ground for a man is like a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's no reason why your man should be looking at the ground. Okay. Any other ones?
Yeah, we got Brunette and Eric. I was cringing at him. The flirting was horrid. This is already expected. A girl like her because she married Kanye. Like, girl, please tell me there's something inside that noggin other than air.
Yeah, I agree with. I don't think I've ever disagreed with Brunette. Yeah, 100%, bro. First of all,
she be googling shit, but yeah.
Nah, she don't Google.
That's the Google girl.
She's a Google. She don't Google. She's legit. But what I'm saying is, yes, Kanye's obviously picking the wrong type of women, but I will agree that women are super fucking friendly. Like that's the friendliness I'm talking about right there. That woman listen. There's nothing wrong with a woman having guys approach you. If you're beautiful, you're beautiful. I get it. That's cool. It's just how you act about it. Like the fact that she's sitting there smiling. First of all, I don't know if she knew she was being recorded. I will say that.
He probably had like the glasses that have the camera.
Because that's another big factor. If a girl doesn't see that she's being recorded, she's going to act like her real self.
Yeah.
But if a girl knows she's being recorded, like I don't think she knew she was being recorded, bro. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, she had steady eye contact with the guy.
Yeah. So with that being said, I think Kanye probably is going to have a big problem with that. You know what I mean? But the fact that she's super friendly is a red flag, bro. Imagine her intoxicated.
Of course.
If she's friendly when she's not drunk, imagine her when she's drunk. You know what I mean?
It's a whole different level.
It's not a good look, bro. Any other ones? Go ahead.
We got Jack Jackal. We boys dream of fast cars, money, and many women. Girls dream of wedding, family with one man. How come society has men programmed to do exactly what women want?
Because it comes from a long line of like our like my great grandmother dreamt about like getting married and having this beautiful wedding. Like it's been pushed on us for as long as I can remember, to be honest. And so it's almost what's expected of us, bro. It isn't until today's society where men are kind of like coming together and being like, bro, it doesn't benefit me to get married. I think this is the most I've ever heard men in general say, bro, no offense, but I don't care to get married.
Yeah.
It doesn't benefit us. Yeah. I mean, there was a study they were talking about the other day. It was a divorce attorney. He was saying that there's this thing called CBL, or it's basically doing nothing is better than taking the risk. Like
Yes.
just sitting still.
Yeah.
He said like it's a 76% chance a marriage will fail.
Yes.
And 25. So you might as well just not do it.
Yeah.
Just even if you want to, just don't do it.
And I'm not saying marriage is bad for everyone. Like I said, bro, at the end of the day, marriage is still marriage. Like we all know at this table what marriage represents, right?
Of course.
What I'm saying is just like he said, 76% of women out there aren't marriageable material. So you're taking a huge risk. I don't believe that you should be like that with everything in life. But when it comes to things like marriage, I do think that is smart. It's like, bro, cool, you're gonna get married and you're essentially signing up to get fucked over, bro. It doesn't make any sense as a man.
You will never gain anything from
No.
it. Like,
Not in the West,
absolute
not
zero.
here. Maybe
I'll
in
tell you
another
what
country.
though, and even in today's society, we don't practice this. But back in the day, if you married a woman, her father and her family would have to like pay for the wedding.
Yeah.
Like that was actual like tradition, right? So technically, men aren't supposed to pay for the wedding, but that's not the case. Men are always paying for the wedding. Men are paying for the weddings. And so it's just a huge loss overall, bro. Huge loss. Any other super chats?
Yo, we got Jack again. How did we go from many women to getting on one knee, begging one woman to marry them? We are begging them to be in a relationship. Meanwhile, we always wanted to be with many women.
I agree, man. Jack.
I think I seen a video about this the other day, or it could have been today. Wedding rings didn't come to fruition until like 1930s. Before that, there wasn't wedding rings.
They would trade
No
stuff.
wedding rings?
Yeah, at all. Now they're trying to
Okay.
do that because of money.
What
the diamond
year
industry.
was that?
Everything's money.
1930s.
Well,
I think it was 1938. The diamond cartel. This happened, and
Okay.
then
Yeah,
That's
they were
when they
just
started
they were just
pushing.
like trading cows and shit. Okay, give me your daughter. I'll give you 5 cows.
Here's the sheep.
Okay.
Give me your
Any other ones, man? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got Snowball said someone on the West Coast needs to scoop up.
Hey,
Burnett.
no bullshit, bro. Brunette, are you single? She probably is single. she probably don't. Brunette gives me the impression that she just doesn't date any type of guy.
Yeah.
So,
Burnett, she's responding. LOL, Snowball, only place they want to scoop me up is to a hotel. That's a no for me. I'm nobody's one night stand.
damn, gotta respect that. Anybody else? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got Captain Caveman. Men only make money, buy cars and houses to impress women. Plain and simple. If it wasn't for women, men would make a big deal out of that.
I agree with that. To a certain extent.
Because
Yeah.
I like driving fast cars. It's fun.
I mean, I do too, but I guess what he's saying is most men wouldn't really care about that. Like, if you want to be honest, like women are impressed by like McLarens and shit like that, right? But I was happy with a GT 5.0. Like I had my shit supercharged, and I was okay with that.
As long as it go fast,
You
it
get
doesn't
what I'm
have to
saying?
be like the top
It
brand.
didn't have to be
Lamborghini.
it didn't have to be a Bugatti.
Yeah.
You get me? Like the Bugatti is like the Bugatti, but like you're only trying to get a Bugatti for the girls and for the status. I was okay with the Mustang GT 5.0. I was like, it's
It's a
supercharged.
good car.
I was happy with that shit. You know what I mean?
We just want a good car that's fast.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I want like an old car, but yeah, I want a decent fucking car. Anybody else? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, Jack, he says, my main point why I dislike marriage is that man goes against his own biology. We are designed to spread seed with many women. Marriage to one woman doesn't make sense from a biological stance.
I agree with that. Shout out to Jack, man. Jack's pouring it on over here. Go ahead. Any other ones?
Yep, we got Captain Caveman. There are there's rumors of them taking away the no-fault divorce. This will, I think, in my opinion, cause women to start straightening up and choosing men right.
Yeah. So
they're gonna have a law coming in.
yeah, so the law, so I heard about this too, and again, I don't quote me on this, but essentially what that's gonna do is women can no longer just be like, oh no, it's no one's fault, right? I want to leave either way. Like essentially there's kind of like they're gonna hold women to a certain type of accountability, I would say. You know what I mean? I think also they should do something to where like if women initiate divorce, which they do, you should have to pay for everything.
I agree.
Pay for everything. Pay for the divorce. Pay for the lawyer fees.
I saw a clip today where a guy was saying like, if we do break up or we divorce and there's custody, like if the woman doesn't have the money, like instead of them like, if he's doing well, like just bring the kids over here. Like his thing was just like,
Good point.
Why do I have to pay
point.
child support?
Okay.
Like, I'm willing to do it.
So let me just kind of simplify that. So essentially what it is if I'm dating a girl, right? And let's say she loses her job or she doesn't have a good job. I'm making, let's say hypothetically, I'm making $1 million a year. Well, instead of taking my money, right, and giving it to the kids for child support, because we understand that when women get the child support check, it doesn't say child support, diapers, and milk.
Yeah.
It just says child support. So what women are doing is they're taking this money and they're going shopping, they're going on trips, but while the kids are with grandma, right, and the guys are saying, listen, if you can't provide for the kids, just give them to me. I'll provide for them. Like, I make good money. But the thing is, that's not the way the government works. The government says she's mom, so she should stay with kids. It doesn't matter if you can take care of the kids. She's mom. And I think that that's something that they should work on, to be honest. I think that's something that they should change. I don't understand why women are perceived to be the better parent.
When we know it's not true.
We know it's not true.
Right.
Any other ones, bro? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got Burnett. Guys, did you hear the story about the man who lost his home because his wife during the divorce found a false abuse accusation?
So
basically.
Brunette, bro. Brunette. It's like she's in my mind, bro. So I saw this video of this guy who came home to police waiting on him.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially what his wife did was file a claim. Now, I can't say if it was true or not, but what he said was that his wife filed a fake claim. Like, I think it was a domestic claim where maybe she said that he put his hands on her or something like that, right? So the cops were waiting outside and they said, you can't go in the house. She already got a protective order against you. You can't go in that house. Even though it's a joint house, you're married. She went to the courts. She said she needed protection from you. You can't go in that house. So the husband was like, it's my house.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, she's doing this to get an upper hand while she secretly had also filed for divorce. Never told him, by the way. Never told him she wanted a divorce. Never told him she was going to file for divorce. She just went ahead and did it. Mm-hmm. So when you really look at the way she did it, it just looks like it was deceitful and conniving. Like, I'm going to do this. And so when I get the protection order, I'm also going to file for a divorce saying that I have a protection order against you, and it's going to make you look bad. It's going to give me an opportunity to probably win the house and whatever else you can get from him. And this is another example of why marriage is not beneficial for men.
Exactly.
It doesn't, because if a man calls and wants to put a complaint on a woman, you better have some proof.
Yeah.
And even when you go to court, like, we should vlog this and maybe go to court. One of us should go to court and try to get a protection order against a woman and just see how hard they make that shit for you, bro.
Oh, of course.
They make that shit hard. Like, you need to have proof where this girl's hitting you. You need to have scratches. You need to have blood. You need to have something, bro. I've tried that shit. That shit ain't easy, bro. Mm-hmm. And then when you go to court, because first you go to a commissioner. Then the commissioner decides, okay, cool, I'm gonna give you this until you go in front of a judge. Then the judge is gonna decide if it's permanent or not. When you go in front of a judge, they look at you like, you're telling me she did this to you? Like, for real? Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you get laughed at. It's so fucking weird. Now, a woman can go to a commissioner and say, he put his hands on me, not have pretty much anything, and they'll just give it to her. And then when she goes to court, all she has to do is cry. All she has to do is say, he did this. The guy could literally be like, yo, I didn't do anything. They don't give a fuck. They're still going to give it to the woman. That's just the way society is, bro. It's unfortunate, but it's just the way that it is. Anybody else, man? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got one more about Jack. He says many cases of these types and men are going broke, paying damages, losing their homes, or even worse, going to jail.
Yeah,
story after story, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
Go on YouTube. You type it in. There's some guy with his head down giving the whole story of how he got cleaned out.
Yeah,
it happens.
And guess what? No one cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares, bro. No one cares, bro. So, and those are the guys that are going off, jumping off bridges and shit.
Yep.
Because bro, they just got raped. Oh fuck, my bad. They just got taken advantage of by a woman, and guess what? So not only does a woman get everything, then she meets another dude that she can also do the same shit to.
Yeah.
You have women that are divorced 3-4 times now.
Just to eat up.
Right? And the worst part about it is that as men, we don't look out for each other, because I think the number one thing that you should do when I think you should do this when you date anybody, like just casual dating. But if you're looking to marry someone or like become fiance, I think the number one thing that like the people should do, both parties, go talk to their ex, because their ex will tell you everything you need to fucking know.
Yeah.
And even if they're jaded and they're hurt, they may exaggerate some shit or make some shit up, but at least you have an idea of what type of person you're dealing with now. Because a lot of people go and get married or they get engaged to people and they don't understand what type of person they were to the last person.
Facts.
I think if you do your research, you're less likely to, get fucked over, for lack of a better word. Shout out to you guys in here, man. It's 40 of you guys in here. We do have to get ready for the nighttime show, man. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to the people that super chatted, man. We'll see you guys for the nighttime show. Make sure you guys become members and subscribe. Have a good night.
Oh no.